Hello and welcome to the allotment. Today is garlic planting day. I've just taken off the netting for this bed which had cauliflower in it over the summer. It's all gone to seed, as you can see, and the pollinators have been enjoying it. It is time to take all of that out and get my garlic planted. I've got bulbs that I saved from this year's harvest, so I'm just going to start by clearing this bed completely. I'm just going to cut everything at the root. Sometimes it's quite hard with brassicas because the stems, the stalks should I say, are quite hard. So let's see if I can cut through. There you go. So that will just go now in the compost. The pollinators have really enjoyed all of these flowers, but now they're going to be composted to make way for the new crops. So I'm going to take all of these out and get ready for the garlic going in. Now this is garlic that I've saved, and it's garlic that I had been growing outside in my garden. So this year, unfortunately, in the polytunnel where I normally grow my garlic, I had allium leaf miner. So I'm not replanting in the polytunnel, and I had it in the mini polytunnel as well. So they're not being planted in this year. I'm just going to have a couple of beds outside. I was going to do it in my garden, but the beds in my garden have dahlias in them, and I want to try and leave them in there this year and see if they'll come up next year. So I don't want to disturb those beds. So I've decided to use the cauliflower bed here, and I've got one over here that's got broccoli in it, and that's where my garlic's going to be. So first of all, obviously I need to clear this bed. And look at that, I've got a nice little cauliflower to harvest and take home. I mean, any harvest is a win in my eyes, but how cute is that? The rest of it can all be composted. And I'm also looking for 2 pairs of secateurs that I lost last time I was down here. I did a lot of wood chip down here, so I don't know if maybe I buried them, but I did do something in this bed. I harvested a few pieces of cauliflower, so hopefully I might find it in here. Amazing! Are they really? How have they come like that? That's fantastic! Thank you so much. That's really kind of you, thank you. So just as I was clearing this bed, my allotment neighbour just came over and gave me this amazing carrot. Look at these. I won't put him in the video. You probably be able to see him handing it to me, but I won't put him in the video because I haven't got permission for him to put him in. But isn't that absolutely amazing? It's so amazing what you can actually grow. I think that's fantastic. Right, for the garlic. So I have got here, if I lower you down a bit and turn you this way, I've got a bag here. I bought this from home. This was stuff that I grew in my garden, and this is garlic that I've been growing for a few years now, and I really like it, so I do want to keep this garlic going. I am going to split these bulbs, and once I've got the cloves, I'm going to put them into this bed. I'm going to space them out evenly. I'm going to get as many as I can in the beds that I possibly can, and once they're in, I'm going to see if I've got any compost in my compost bins and top these up a little bit. Some of the homemade compost I've got. Last time I turned it, it did look like it was nearly ready, so hopefully I can get enough just for this bed, just to give it a little bit of a mulch. But I am excited about this. I'm excited about these. Keep going. It's a shame that I had the allium leaf miner in the polytunnels, because the garlic grows so well in the polytunnels and the harvest is amazing. I mean, this is just normal garlic, and they're a lot bigger, I find, than if you grow them outside. That's just my personal experience. So, you know, it might not be the same for everyone, but I'm just having a look now. I've probably got maybe 30 bulbs. I definitely probably won't be planting all of them, but I'll do as many as I can. So I've got my cloves broken up. Now I need to work out how far I'm going to space them. This bit of my little tool here is about 5 inches, and you should space them out about 5 to 6 inches. So I'm going to go on the smaller side, and I'm going to dib down and then move across that amount of space, dib down, and that's how far I'm going to spread out my garlic. So what you will see is I've got a hole here, and I've measured it out. I've measured the spacing out, but I've also done it a little bit diagonal. So I've got 8 holes here, and then a little bit to the diagonal I've got another 8, and that is just to give the garlic a little bit more space. But I think I'll get probably 2 more rows out of that, so I'll get at least 32 cloves in this one bed. So I've got my garlic, so it's going to be planted this way. So it's going to have the roots at the bottom, and then this is the tip where it grows, and that's going to be pointing up. So bottom, top. I'm going to plant them in the holes like that. I have used this dibber, and like I say, it's about 5 inches. They don't need to be 5 inches down, but as you can see, the size of the clove is not going to go all the way down to there. As you can see, that's not going to happen. So this will be about the right depth, which is around 2 inches below the surface. So I'm going to go along and plant these garlic now. I mean, look at the size of them. They're absolutely fantastic, aren't they? That's my question of the day today. Question of the day: what is your favourite garlic to plant? I'm going to try and not miss any holes. I'm going to do a bit of a system, start from one side and work my way along. Yes, I said I would use a system and start from one end and work my way to the other, but some of the garlic cloves were too big, so I had to wiggle them in a bit. So anyway, I got there in the end. All the holes are filled, 32 cloves of garlic planted in here. Let's go to the back of the plot and see if I've got any compost ready that I can put on top. So I think it's not quite ready, which is a shame. So what I will do is fill in the holes with what is there, and then I'll bring a bag of compost up and mulch it that way. Now I am actually going to cover this just to stop anything digging in this soil, because those of you that watch me know we have lots of little animals that like to come and they like to dig in our beds. So I don't want that just yet. So that is this bed of garlic planted, which I'm really pleased of. So that was 32 cloves planted in this bed. But I can just spy something just behind you, which I'm gonna turn you round. Now this bed I thought was just foxgloves, which I'm gonna move. I'm gonna transplant them around, nasturtiums, which will just die back, and things like that. I thought I'd harvested everything out of here, but if you look here, you can see a carrot. I thought I'd taken all the carrots out of here, but I must have missed a couple, so I'm going to harvest them now. Look at that little cutie. 2 little carrots, how cute is that? But a nice little surprise, I thought I'd harvested them all out of there. So it's really nice sometimes to just get a little something. That is it for me today. Thank you so much for watching me, and I will see you again soon.